Good afternoon, friends, and welcome back to the homestead. So today we are going to be going inside and making some jelly. We are doing a collaboration with Tony from Kettle Kitchen, and every day of the month of June he has a different channel making a different jam or jelly. So today is my turn and I'm going to be making dandelion jelly. So let's head out to the garden, see if we can find some dandelions, and then go inside and make us some dandelion jelly. Alright friends, so we are back in the kitchen from collecting all of our dandelion blossoms. We're going to go ahead and start our recipe. The recipe I'm going to be using is from the Old Farmer's Almanac, and this recipe comes from 1976. So we're going to go ahead and follow this recipe that I have found here, and I'll drop it down in the link below so that you can also find it as well. So what it calls for is 4 cups of dandelion blossoms. So I'm going to go ahead and measure out 4 cups. Now we're going to go ahead and snip off these green parts. And if it had a stem, you want to make sure you take the stem off as well. All we really need is the petals. And then we're going to go ahead and put it into our strainer so that we can get it nice and washed before we go ahead and boil the blossoms. Friends, the best time to go ahead and get your dandelions are in the morning after a nice rain on a warm day. These dandelions are going to be popping up and all ready for you to get. Alright friends, so our dandelions are all ready to be washed now. So we're going to go ahead and rinse these in cold water and let them soak for a little bit to get nice and clean. I'm going to use this to kind of hold them in there because I'm afraid they're going to fall through the mesh. And once they are all nice and clean, then we'll head on to our next step. Alright friends, now that our water is boiling, we're going to go ahead and take our dandelion and we're going to drop those right in there. Now we're going to let this go ahead and boil for 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and then we'll turn it off, let it cool, and strain. Alright friends, so while we're letting that cool, go ahead and get your jelly jars out. Wash them, sterilize them, and put them in some hot water until we are ready to use them. Same with your lids and with your rings. Go ahead and make sure you have all that cleaned, sterilized, and sitting in a warm pot of water until you're ready to use them. Alright friends, so our next step is we're going to get some cheesecloth and a strainer. We're going to go ahead and put the cheesecloth over the strainer as an extra protection so that none of the dandelion blossoms get through. And now let's get our dandelion juice and strain it into our pot here. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean this pot because I need a stainless steel pot for the next step. So I'm going to go ahead and wash this real quick while this drains out. Alright friends, so now I'm going to go ahead and take 3 cups of our dandelion juice and we're going to pour it into a stainless steel pot. To our pot of dandelion liquid, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and 1 package of fruit pectin. So this one I have is the Sure Gel, and we're going to put the whole packet into this pot. Now we're going to go ahead and take this mixture and put it on the stove and bring it to a boil. Alright friends, so once this water comes to a boil, we're going to go ahead and add 5.5 cups of sugar to the boiling liquid. And then we're going to stir it really well consistently for about 2.5 minutes until the sugar has fully dissolved. Alright friends, so our last step is we're going to go ahead and get our jelly into our jelly jars. So I've got my hot jelly jars right here, and we're going to go ahead and start filling them up. Wanting to leave at least a 1-inch headspace on each of your jars. Alright friends, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take a nice clean rag and you're going to wipe off the rim of your jars. And you're going to do that with each one. Alright friends, so now all of the tops are now clean. I'm going to go ahead and put on our lids and our rings. And you want to make sure they're finger tight, not tight. Alright, I need to go get 2 more rings for these 2 and then we'll be ready. All right, friends, so we are all done. This made 7 half-pint jars. Now you can go ahead and either stick these in the refrigerator if you know you're going to be eating them within the next several weeks, or if you want them to last for up to a year, we're gonna go ahead and water bath can them. So that's what I'm gonna do next. So if you want to keep them for a year, this is the next process that you're gonna be doing, and that is water bath canning. So let's get these jars over here to my canner. All right, friends, so what I have here is my All-American pressure canner, and you can use this to water bath can. So when it goes to doing water bath canning, you're not going to pressurize it, and that's what a pressure canner is. And the All-American is a pressure canner only when you add the locks and your weighted gauge. So I will be leaving those off, and we're going to go ahead and place our jars into the canner right now, and I'll show you how that's going to look. All right, friends, so now that our water is boiling, we're going to go ahead and add our jars to boiling water. All right, so I am going to add some more water to this. You need to make sure that your lids are completely covered with water, at least 1.5 inches of headspace on top of your lids. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more hot water to that. All right, friends, so now next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put our lid on top. Again, we are not locking it. We are not putting on the weighted gauge. We're just going to leave it like this, and we are going to process these jars for 10 minutes. I'll bring y'all back in 10 minutes. All right, friends, so it's been 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and let these rest for a few minutes, and then I'm going to pull them out. All right, friends, that was a lot of fun, and oh my gosh, was it good. So that is my first time ever making dandelion jelly, as well as the first time ever trying dandelion jelly, and man, this stuff is good. To me, it tasted just like honey, and I absolutely loved it. My father-in-law, he's putting on his oatmeal in the morning. He said it was so good. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out Tony. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description of Kettle Kitchen, and check out the playlist for all the other great channels that are going to be participating in this collaboration and making some kind of jam or jelly. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hi to all the new subscribers from the other channels. I'm so glad you guys are here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. As always, I hope all is well, and have a blessed day.